Good evening, guys, and happy Friday to all of your sunshiny faces. My goodness, guys, it's late. I normally never stay up this late on Fridays because of going to grocery stores on Saturdays, but honestly, I just feel like the entire week for me, especially too, has been thrown off because Jack being home for spring break and my mom again like working this week during weird hours and stuff like that. And then next week is going to be even more weird because she's working different shifts because of like some of the things that she'll experience like haven't necessarily like been very common in the shifts that she's been working, even though that will be her normal shift. Like will be like later in the afternoons, you know, like, or not later in the afternoons, but really, wait, no, maybe night shift really, I guess. And so anyways, because of that though, like, you know, it might be less common, but she'll still come across some of the things that again she'll wind up experiencing, and so she has to get accustomed to it, and she's not really like again at the hours that she's working. So that's why they want to have her work some of the earlier shifts when she will possibly experience some of those things. So this week is going to be like crazy weird because 2 days she's working at the same time, then I think on Wednesday she's working at a different time, and I think Thursday and Friday she's working at a different time after that. So it's just, it is going to be really weird. But yeah, so that, and then on top of that too, like Jack not, you know, Jack being home from school for spring break too has also really thrown me off. Just like whenever that kind of stuff happens, like, oh, Matthew's home for like summer vacation or, you know, winter break or whatever, my sleep schedule gets so screwed up. Like, I mean, sometimes it's bad anyway, just in general, because I'm not super like great about it. It's weird though because I think on Tuesday I actually woke up pretty early, but then I've been like going to bed really late, and today was horrible because I got up late today and then I ended up having hot coffee, and hot coffee for me, it's not like it has more caffeine in it, but for some reason I get like crazy like caffeine buzz from having hot coffee, which is why I normally have cold coffee, because although I still feel like it's totally like the same amount of caffeine, like I feel awake and everything like that, it's like hot coffee for some reason just gives me like this weird, like I said, caffeine buzz, and so I don't like taking like hot coffee. I will normally have cold coffee, but because normally like I wind up making it, like I will do both a mix of like my French press and also my like the Keurig, and I will sort of do that for like at least a couple days. I fill up my carafe full of that and then have it for like a couple of days so that it's cold, and like I said, that's how I actually like to drink it, so I don't mind. But you know, I leave it in the fridge for, like I said, a few days, and so that's how I normally have it. But like, because I didn't make anything ahead of time, like at night, so it wasn't cold for the next day, so I was like, I'll just have hot coffee. And again, every once in a while I don't mind having it because again, you know, if it's cold outside like it has been the last couple days. I mean, we went from again having 70-degree weather to it now like it was snow, actually was snowing last night and this morning there was snow on the ground. So again, I don't mind having coffee, hot coffee on those days, but I don't know why it was just like a total caffeine buzz. And then on top of that too, because my mom was home today, you know, after her working and everything like that, she really wanted to rent a movie. So we actually rented the Death on the Nile, which was a movie we really wanted to see in theaters, but we weren't able to really get a good time to be able to go. And so we ended up renting that. We also got takeout as well, which again, I had planned on making dinner, so I was just like, I'll just do that for tomorrow. But because of, like I said, the you know, we ended up getting takeout, I ended up having a Coke along with that. So right now it is like a crazy caffeine buzz. I'm like wide awake and I definitely do not think I could fall asleep, and it's just, like I said, it's really bad. Like I am, like I said, I'm wide awake, and it is pretty late right now, like later than when I sometimes go to sleep on normal like weekdays, and I still find up waking up fairly late. But because of the time I woke up plus having all the caffeine, I was like, there's absolutely no way, like I'm not going to be in bed by like, you know, 11 o'clock at night. Like this is just not plausible. I will be laying in bed for like 3 hours if I try to go to bed at that time. So like I said, I'm a little frustrated that it is, because I know that tomorrow like I'll have to wake up early to go to the grocery stores, and I know that I'm going to be crabby and probably uncomfortable and like insanely exhausted. But yeah, I don't even know, guys. I'm just like, I don't know that if I should have tried to go to bed earlier or just again sort of let myself like let my body tell me when I'm tired, which I feel like is sort of now. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to bed. So I don't know. Anyways though, I will have my haul for you guys in tomorrow's vlog, but yeah, like I said guys, there was all the snow out on the ground, which I'm not particularly excited about, but I haven't actually checked the forecast for this week coming up to see whether or not like what the temperature is supposed to be, or if we're supposed to possibly get any more snow. It did really look like this last week was sort of maybe like, I mean, it was just a little bit like it melted already, but it sort of looked like this week there was again like 2 days I think there was a small possibility of snow, and then after that it didn't really look like that. But I'm just sort of bummed out too, because like again, so many kids are on spring break right now. Like Matthew had it and he went to Texas. Well, it was actually beautiful. That was like I think 2 weeks ago when we actually had that week where it was like really nice out, and he left the state to go somewhere warmer, which I mean obviously, you know, like you still really couldn't go like swimming or anything like that. It was still sort of too cold, but like still like that's actually really nice like spring break weather for like here. And again, he leaves and then Jack's on spring break this week and it's snowing, and so I'm like, I feel bad for him. And again, all those other kids too that are actually like, you know, home still in the nice, you know, Midwest where we're still getting snow for spring break. So like I said guys, that stinks. Like I sort of feel bad for them that again they can't do a lot. And like Jack too has been like, and it's been raining too. If it's not snowing, it's raining and it's real cloudy. Like actually I'm surprised today was sort of sunny even though it was snowing. Like I said, way early in the morning, like that was pretty much before I woke up. And like, and snowing sort of like last night, but like I said, you know, it's been like raining when it hasn't been like, you know, again, freezing cold too. And so it's been cloudy like most days, so I just feel like it's really crummy spring break weather in general. And so like Jack has been like working out specifically because they're not doing like weightlifting, you know, this week and stuff like that, so he's been using the treadmill that we now have outside. And it's funny too, he's like, I can actually play my Switch and just run at the same time. So he's actually been out there like running and playing on a Switch, and I was like, that dude, like if you can do that, go for it. Because you know, a lot of people are just like, oh, I just put in, you know, put my earbuds in or whatever and just run. And I feel like sometimes though, even if you're running and like really getting a good workout in, if you're doing something else that's distracting you, I feel like you actually wind up like sort of forgetting about the pain of working out, to actually like keep sort of not pushing yourself, but you know, you just again sort of get distracted among like again doing something fun. And so, you know, like for me, I feel like even like watching TV or whatever, I probably would totally like wind up actually like getting a good workout in, because I wouldn't be again so like paying attention to, oh my gosh, this is horrible, and like I really have to like, you know, actually do this sort of thing and all that. Like again, I totally feel like I would probably just more or less not really be thinking about it if I was again doing something that was fun, like playing a game, or you know. And I feel like actually too, like playing the Switch is perfect because you just have the you don't have the whole screen moving, you know, if you're like playing on something else, and you just have the two little, you know, little hand controllers that, you know, you can play with while you're, you know, going at the same time. And so Jack is not doing like a super intense like, you know, sprinting workout. I feel like maybe then that doesn't work so well, but he was like, you know, sometimes I would just, you know, if it was more of like, I don't know if he's doing, because there are preset ones actually in the one that we have where you can do different sort of like, you know, like hill climbing and all that kind of stuff and things. And they also have like the arm ones too, so you can work out sort of on the arm stuff at the same time, which is really cool. It's actually a really cool treadmill. And it has a fan on it too. So anyways, but because of that, you know, like if he was getting into the more intense part, I guess, of his workout that he was doing, where he ended up, you know, like you can manually too, like if you're doing it like 1 or whatever, you can move it up to, I think it goes up to 10 or something. So you can manually move it up a little bit. But so I think that he was doing something sort of like that. So he was like, so when I was doing the more intense part, I would put it down for a little bit and then again sort of run or whatever, and then, you know, again go back to playing. And I was like, that is pretty smart, like I said, you know, to again do something that distracts you from actually thinking about it. Again, for me too, it would probably be something like I could bring again my phone out there at least and watch something on my phone at the same time, instead of, you know, again being like, oh, you have to just stand here and do this, and you know, or not stand, I guess, walk / run, you know, and do this. And you know, like for me too, like listening to music like isn't even like really that like, distracting, I guess. Like, it's more like it does pump me up and stuff like that, but it's not like distracting. I feel like watching something again or playing something distracts you from the fact that you're running currently, you know. So anyways, he found something that works for him, so you know, all the power to him. But I have to go outside. The reason I haven't though wanted to recently was just because it's been so cold out. Like, I'd have to get dressed up in bundles to go outside, and I'm like, really? Like, it's spring break right now and it's snowing. So obviously too, like, once you start, you know, again, getting your heart rate up a little bit, it is, you know, you'll work up a little bit of a sweat anyway, so it's not like you need to have winter jacket on and stuff like that. But still, you know, I don't want to have to be like, oh, my hands are freezing cold, I need gloves on to be able to work out. Like, that's just really annoying. Even though my dad doesn't, honestly, because he has his little workout setup, he does more like weightlifting, all that kind of stuff, in the garage, and he does it even again when it is like frigidly cold outside. Like, I mean, it can be in the negatives, and my dad's like, I'm still gonna go out there. And sometimes he'll just get a little space heater too and sort of point it at himself. It's really, really cold outside. And then again too, he does the same thing if it is like the, you know, middle of summer and it's 100 degrees outside. He'll just set up a fan. And honestly, guys, this garage is so hot in the summertime. Like, even when he has the fan blowing, it is still like, it is just stagnant heat that doesn't want to go anywhere. And so it's funny too, if we ever have to get up in the rafters to like get something down or put something away, it is like 20 degrees warmer the higher up the rafters you go. So like I said, that stinks too. But the summer is definitely the worst. Like I said, you can sort of get through the winter. I mean, it's a little annoying, but like the summer is just like, that's not going anywhere. The heat is not going to go anywhere. Again, the winter, you're like, I can wear, you know, gloves, you know, thicker clothes or whatever while I'm working out. But the winter, it's like, I literally can't wear anything less, and can't, you know, put an air conditioner in the garage because it's really not going to have much of an impact, because it's not like, ours is not insulated really or anything like that. So it's just, it's not going to go anywhere. But and the fan, like I said, does not help to a huge degree either. But anyways, guys, I will most likely still have a haul for you guys tomorrow, even if I wind up you know, not getting much sleep. But I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, I'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny pieces tomorrow. So bye, guys.